Why you need to roll over your TSP to an IRA. Well, I've been doing a bunch of strategies, videos on the TSP using the bucket approach between the G and the C fund. Kind of using those as proxies, but kind of also saying specific to the TSP because I like TSP. And I thought under the TSP 2017 Modernization Act that there's going to be prorated balances, that you could take money out prorated from each fund. It turns out that's only for the account. So if you got a Roth and you get a traditional, you could take it from each of those specifically. But if you're going to take a distribution from the funds itself, it's prorated among the funds. So you can't say I want to take 100% from the G fund or 100% from the C fund. It has to be prorated among the two, which is nuts. So, look, I'm pretty familiar with the TSP Modernization Act. I just assumed that the pro rata that they're allowing now meant that you could take it specifically from Fund A versus Fund B. And it turns out not to be the case. So thank for you guys who let me know about that. I just, for the love of me, I don't understand. I don't get it. And what they say is, well, because we'll raise the fees too much if we allow too much specific ability for withdrawals and stuff like that. Well, Vanguard does it. So there's no reason to hold the TSP anymore. I mean, once you separate from service. There used to be because it was such a cheap event, in terms of C fund, the S fund, the I fund, all this, that you just couldn't beat that. I mean, essentially you're paying nothing. But nowadays you're paying nothing, pretty much to 4 basis points to Vanguard, and you have flexibility that TSP doesn't own. So there's absolutely no reason to keep the TSP. And then if you factor in the BPA, the beneficiary participant account, the non-spouse beneficiary it's just a nuts, man. So I don't. Once you separate from service, I don't see any reason other than if you want the G fund for its guarantees of some kind of minimal level of performance. But even then, I say just go do CDs. I don't see any reason once you separate from service to keep the TSP. I'm willing to entertain ideas on that. I just, given what the medical modernization, given what we found out about the TSP 2017 Modernization Act, like I said in a blog post a year ago, it didn't modernize much. I mean, it gives you a little bit more options for Roth and traditional, but man, if you can't pick and choose what fund to draw from, and you can get like fees and going to Vanguard or something like that, I don't see the case that can be made for keeping the TSP once you separate. All right. Hope this helps. We'll see you.